Offense set on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got a lot of running room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They feed him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Getting a look at the punt team this quickly wasn't really in the game plan as they go 3 and out. On the return, it's Cameron. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position.
Snags it down the right side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long long touchdown catch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Line gets set, first down. They move the tight end all over. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Robichaux. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Cameron. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the ball is intercepted. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. It's complete to the right. He's loose at the 15. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Stanford 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for space. It's Gorbachev. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On the run, fires downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Cameron. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. And your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On the move, it's Gorbachev. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Klobuchar. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Cameron. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Motion from the offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Well, jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pulls it in on the left. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, marching down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's McCall. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And the offense drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got it behind the line. It's Hunter. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels.
Third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 42, Stanford 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Get set.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's now third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Line gets set. First down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's McCall trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Got rid of it just in time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Coming after him. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored another outstanding.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Cardinals offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Keeps the legs moving. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Now the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Cardinals will punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll bring it back. It's Cameron. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. He's running free down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, you talk about flipping the field in a hurry. Maybe you're thinking run the football, create a little space for my offense. No, they're taking shots way down the field, 98 yards to the house. What a huge play for this offense.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Handoff to the fullback. So after the first down run, here's second down. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Concepcion. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Offense getting set for first down. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Louisville 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Johnson looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looking for a block. It's Cameron. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. Off he goes. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And here comes the offense on second down. Johnson. A sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Bringing it back, it's Cameron. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunter. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Brings up second down.
Here we go. Right.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly complete. Puts him in the spin cycle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. All kinds of time before he fires right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Louisville 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Check. Ready, switch. Set. Ready, shot.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock.
He made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
He tries to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's looking for a man on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Lining up to convert third down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He turns it loose to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Judkins. Spins away with great balance. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. They're trying to get to him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm
A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he intercepts it. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Judkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And they got him in the end zone for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
The returner brings it out to the 38, and the Louisiana offense will take over.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Caught behind the line. It's Fields. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Raging Cajuns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the lead.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It's still 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Shuck. Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Never a doubt. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. Afterburners coming. At the 20. Touchdown Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass, it's Shuck. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Handoff from the gun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Cameron. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look.
And that ball is picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Green. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw at Sanders. Pressure coming. They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the move, it's Cameron. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fields. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Shuck. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. Here comes the offense on first down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. A strike downfield. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Ohio State, 15. Louisiana, 8.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Briningstool. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Shuck. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that's a tough pill to swallow. You got to get some yards here, make the fourth down more manageable. A field goal does nothing at this point. You need points. This offense has to be aggressive. Throwaways aren't going to work.
Got it in the middle. It's grinding stool. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Oh, look out, there he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw. It's Shuck. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Ripping through the defense. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. There is time on the clock. If there's time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's taking a deep shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Cameron. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan.
First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Boston College's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone, and that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. On the return, it's Cameron. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Coming after it. Moving away from pressure. They're going to get him for a safety. Trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the fullback. At the 45, on its way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim Stillwagon. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Off play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
With the score, Ohio State 14, Boston College 2.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Boston College wants to play fast. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Cameron. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a half performance. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the short completion brings up second down. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Dances away to buy time. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move.
Looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Number 98 in punt formation to kick it away.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Green. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Gets it out fast. Tackled immediately after the catch. Boston College right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got...
And the Buckeyes foul.
The offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback and the defense.
Ball is free. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Right back to the well. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on.
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score. And they showed you that physicality there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Running it back, it's Cameron.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Boston College 2.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Get set.
The give as they work on that clock. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, look out! The 40. At the 30. 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Working that left side now. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch you, big fella.
To the air. It's Klubnik. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And they move the chains with a nice little old-school pitch and catch with the quarterback and fullback.
Little throwback to the fullback. I love this play. Everyone on defense is expecting this guy to block. He's able to sneak his way out and become a viable target for the QB.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They keep attacking through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
And he finds enough running room, and he's run down at the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarter.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Cameron. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack it.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Arroyo. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Cameron. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here.
That's the end of the first half. 14, Clemson.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it back looking for help. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Clemson will send the punt team out. Slips through the line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
Well, this head coach sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
At the 49. And first down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 14, Clemson 0.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Quarterback checking off. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pocket starts to collapse. The ball is out behind the line. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. Oh, big juke to get past. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Just complete and utter Offense getting set for first down.
Single. Set.
The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Wake Forest offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Cameron. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Cameron. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Giving it on the sweet spin, and he's free. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hands it off. Makes a man miss. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Fletcher. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14. Wake Forest.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Getting some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Wake Forest 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Steps away. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking for a block. It's Cameron. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to...
He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback checking the play. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here. Line gets set, first down. Looking for room, it's Judkins. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off. Get the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout. So you get...
He is smashing people. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Using his legs, it's Judkins. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The give from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scored.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The orange offense will get its first chance now. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it, the only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short-yarded situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. On the move, it's Cameron. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Ohio State, 7. Syracuse, 0.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Syracuse right back at it. He'll come out throwing on first down. Forced out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. To the air, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. On the return, it's Cameron. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Give to the fullback. And some coaches like to say end every drive with a kick. But ending your first 3 with a punt is not what they have in mind. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
The Orange will have to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And more yards after contact. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Quarterback keeper. Pulled down for the tackle.
And you could tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard climb. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Syracuse right back at it. Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. And the pass is intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the big fullback. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 21, Syracuse.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Trying to get to him. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Coming after it. And they got him for the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Feeling some heat. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, first down. Motion from the offense. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The tackle is made after the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Return is brought down at the 47. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take
Here
over.
comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory.
He's off to the races. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frill.